Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Juice Road to the Show series here on MLB The Show 24. That is right, we are back. And the juice is loose in the Bronx. I have simulated the entirety of the season. We ended here with this final series against the White Sox, and then we simulated the rest of the one-year contract that we signed with the New York Yankees. We made the playoffs, and I simulated the ALDS because I didn't think that would matter too much, and we actually won. I was a little bit worried there when it went to 5 games, but we actually won the game. We're hitting pretty well in the postseason, and this is where we will pick up. We will play the ALCS, and hopefully we'll play the World Series, and then we'll choose a new team, we'll debut for the new team, and then we'll end the episode. That is the plan for this episode. Hope you guys go and enjoy. If you do, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get started here. I don't want to waste no time. I want to get started here. I want to hit bombs with the Juice as a Yankee in the postseason. All we need is 4 simple wins, and we will play in the World Series with the most historic franchise in all of Major League Baseball. If we could win a World Series with the Yankees, I mean, we've already won multiple World Series with the Guardians. We've won World Series with the Rangers. We won no World Series with the Blue Jays, unfortunately. But hey, we basically win everywhere we go. But winning with the Yankees would be a different level. They're the Yankees. We'd have our names alongside... We'd have our name alongside the names like Babe Ruth, Derek Jeter, Joe DiMaggio, Mariano Rivera, and so many others that I didn't even mention. There's too many to name, really. All of those legendary players, and none of them even come close to the level of ability that we possess. Let's just be frank. Like that's just true. That's just a true fact that has been said. No player in Major League Baseball, let's be honest, no player in any sport, take any sport, professional or semi-professional, whatever you want to say, take any of your GOAT from any sport that you like, basketball, football, tennis, soccer, bowling, the luge, whatever you want, gymnastics, you put your GOAT of whatever sport you like up against the Juice, and the Juice wipes them off the floor with a mop because he's just better. He's just simply better. And we start game number 1 of the ALCS with a victory just like that. Just like that. The Yankees are game 1 up on the Twins in the ALCS. I didn't have that good of a game, though. Only 1 home run and a single in this game against the Twins. But hey, we're going for playoff MVP. We're going for World Series MVP. Will we get it in this series? I hope so. I wouldn't think that any other team or any other player on any other team would be able to compete with our numbers for playoff MVP. I guess we'll just see what happens with World Series MVP. I think we only have 1 or 2 World Series MVPs. I don't think we have very many playoff. We might only have 1 playoff MVP now that I think about it. I'm not 100% sure how many playoff MVPs we do have. We have at least 1. I just don't remember if it's 2 or not. I don't think it is. That's a good start to the game, though. Big 2-run homer. Yankees lead 4-0, bottom 3. They're putting me in the same exact situation to hit another 2-run homer. And there could be the 2-run homer. The left fielder giving chase. He's not going to have to give chase anymore. He looks up, and it goes into the stands. A souvenir, number 7 for the Juice here in the postseason. I mean, that's already good numbers to have with a freaking playoff MVP on the line. And that's a perfect. I mean, that's a meatball. You couldn't have given me a better ball. You could not have given me a better baseball to smack out of the ballpark. And it looks like the Yankees are going to have themselves a 2-game lead in the ALCS. We are up 13-1 in the 5th inning. The 5th inning. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That should have been another home run, but I was a little bit early, a little bit overzealous. A little bit overzealous trying to hit that baseball out of the ballpark. That's going to be a snag at third base. Good athleticism, good reflexes. But, I mean, the Yankee teammates are doing the job, too. It's not just me. Bottom 7, 14-1. We're putting the work on the Twins, which is historically accurate. I mean, the Twins rarely ever beat the Yankees in postseason play. So at least we're being historically accurate. You want realism, this is it. The Yankees beating the Twins in the postseason, that's as real as it gets. And that's another 2-run homer. I mean, they just keep serving me up some 2-run homers. I mean, I'm fine with 2-run homers, but it seems like that's all they want to give me. Another win. We are 2 up on the Twins in the ALCS. 2 more of them things, and we go to the World Series as a member of the New York Yankees, which is just awesome to say. Pretty awesome to say. I'd love to go there, but now we got to go to Minnesota, to the Twin City, to try to get Game 3 and Game 4. We're hitting 448 on the postseason. That's already pretty good enough, probably good enough to get postseason MVP. We could get knocked out here, I think, and win the postseason MVP. But I don't want to do that. I want to win the World Series. And this, I think, is the first time we get to see Juice in the away Yankee uniforms, because I'm pretty sure when we signed and made our debut with the Yankees last episode, I'm pretty sure all of those games were at home. I don't think we ever had a series where we were on the road to start our career with the Yankees. So this is the first time we get to see the away Yankee uniforms, and it comes at the end of Juice's Yankee career, most likely, because I'm assuming we're going to sign another 1-year deal somewhere else. Or maybe a 2-year deal with a player option after the first year. Who knows how the contracts lay out. I just hope we get some good contracts. That's all that I'm worried about. I hope the Reds offer me a contract. Maybe we actually do go to the Rockies this time. The only reason I didn't sign with the Rockies was because the Yankees came in, and I have said previously that I really wanted to go play for the Yankees because, I mean, we're the greatest player of all time. We might as well go for the most famous organization in baseball history and try to get them a championship. I mean, having a Yankee ring with the career that I've already had would be the icing on top of the cake. So, I mean, it's fitting. Plus, we get to wear a cool mustache because we had to shave our beard. I just wish, one really cool thing that I wish San Diego Studios would take into account would be that rule with the Yankees have where you can't have a beard. I really wish that San Diego Studios would do that. And so they would have it like built-in code. I know it would be pretty difficult to do because if you traded for real-life players, it'd be easy for prospects. All you'd have to do is have built-in code that whoever gets drafted to the Yankees can't. They won the game. The Twins won the game. Oh, my God. I didn't realize it was that close. All right, so we're not sweeping them in 4 games. That's unfortunate. But anyway, what I was saying was it'd be really easy for prospects because all you have to do is like a built-in code or algorithm thing or for whatever with where the Yankees draft a player, then that player automatically, even if they have an auto-generated beard, that player automatically gets that beard shaved off or trimmed down to a respectable amount for the Yankees, whatever the Yankee rule is, whatever the appropriate length is. That it's probably pretty easy for prospects, but the problem they run into and probably why they haven't done it in the first place is the fact that you'd have to have some sort of code to put in for real life players. So like if you trade for a player in your franchise that's a real player that has a beard and you're the Yankees, they would have to try to have code to turn that off, I guess. That's where you run into problems. That's probably why they haven't done it. So, I don't know, but I just feel like it would be cool, that little detail. I mean, what other team in sports has a rule like that? The Yankees are like the only one I can think of. There might be other teams that have maybe similar rules, but the Yankees are like the most prominent team to have that kind of a rule. So I feel like that'd be a nice little cool touch that MLB show could add. But I understand it's probably difficult. That's probably why they haven't done it. But my tangent over as we focus on trying to not lose this series of the Twins. I can't believe they came back and won that first game on their home field. I thought we were winning. I wasn't even paying attention to the score. I thought we were just guaranteed to win. But we weren't. They upset us. They came back. They walked it off. And now we're trying to get a 5-game series, a gentleman's sweep. We're not just going to sweep them like street style. No, we're gentlemen. We're gentlemen here in New York. We're sweeping them gentlemanly. 3-1 series lead over the Twins in the ALCS. Let's go to Game 5 and get the job done. End them here. Put them out of their misery. Put them out of their misery. And end this series right here, right now. We're hitting 500 in the postseason. I think we've pretty much locked up postseason MVP. Now we just got to get to the World Series and win World Series MVP. And then we can add even more trophies to our extensive trophy case. We basically have to build a whole other house for all of the trophies that we have. That's basically, and we have the money. I mean, we've gotten paid by the Guardians. We've gotten paid by the Rangers. We got paid absorbent amount of money from the Rangers. We got paid crazy amount of money from the Blue Jays. We got paid good amount of money from the Yankees. Obviously, we have plenty of endorsement deals. We basically have infinite money. We have the GTA infinite money glitch is basically what we have. So we had to build another house for all of our trophies and awards and accolades. And then obviously we have multiple different houses around the world. We have one in Cabo. We have one in Cleveland, obviously. One in Toronto. One in Arlington. Now we have one in New York. And we'll probably have one in wherever we live next, wherever we go to sign. I probably could have gotten... Could I got an inside park home run there? It would have been close, I think. I don't know. I kind of just stopped at a triple because that's usually all I get. And I rarely ever get triples. All right, I got to focus up. Stop talking about all my exorbitant amounts of money and houses that I have. We have to focus up here. 3-3 ball game, and that's what you do. When you lock in, you hit home runs. That one's out of here. The sweetest swing in baseball strikes again. Number 16 in the postseason. Gives the Yankees a 2-run lead, top of the ninth. Can I give us one more, a little bit more cushion? Ooh, a little bit early. A little overzealous there, a little early. He gets shelled by left-handed hitting. That's a little grounder. Ooh, bobbled, but he's going to be able to get there. He kept it in front of him. Okay, hopefully those 2 runs are good enough to keep us in the lead here. And they tied it. We're going to extra innings. It's the top of the 11th. It's 6-6. This Twins team just doesn't know when to die. But it looks like I'm going to have to be the one to put them out. Take them behind the shed and end it all. 3-run homer in extra innings. And the Yankees could be headed to the World Series. 9-6. And that is it. The New York Yankees win the pennant. The Juice has won the pennant with the Yankees. And we are going back to the World Series. It feels good. We haven't been in the World Series for a minute. We didn't make the World Series with the Blue Jays. So last time we were in the World Series, I think, was that final year in Texas with the Rangers. So it's been a couple of years since we've been taking part in the World Series, but we have probably clinched the postseason MVP. I mean, there's nobody else really on our level for postseason MVP, I wouldn't think. Oh, we get an actual diamond pack, which is not what I expected. Plus 14 speed. Okay. That might be something useful. We might have to go and grab that. Those might be better than the shoes we're rocking. Hold on. Let me add some speed here. Let me take a little deep dive. We're currently rocking plus 14 speed on these Gold Stage iPro SMs. So these ones are basically the same, except for they give us plus 10 stamina instead of plus 8. Yeah, I'll rock them. They're a little different, Okay, cool. We haven't had new shoes in a while, so that's awesome. And now we take on the Braves in the World Series. I guess let's get it done. It is World Series time. Game 1, Yankees-Braves. The Juice is playing back in the World Series. You could basically say he's Mr. October. I mean, I know that name is pretty much gone to somebody already. But at this point, in the future, that's been like 70 years ago. That's been 60 or 70 years ago at that point. So I feel pretty confident in saying that there's a new Mr. October, and you're looking at him right there. The Juice. The Mr. Mustache. I mean, he added that mustache, and he got plus 1,000 aura. I mean, you just don't get more aura than what the Juice has right now. He's too good. He's played in this league too long. He's won everything. He's done literally everything you can do, especially now that I've added the home run derby title to my resume. He's done everything. There's nothing left for him to do except for to rest and look at the sunset on a grateful universe, because this man is Thanos snapping his way to a World Series ring. Look at that. We are tearing through the Braves. 4-1 lead. It's 5-2, bottom 7. They've got Greg Valentine? The Hammer? That's crazy. I think he passed away, actually. Rest in peace to Greg the Hammer Valentine. Legendary wrestler. But we do take game 1. Beautifully done. Perfectly executed. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. They actually came back and tied it, and we walked it off in the bottom of the 9th, which is kind of crazy because we were up like 5-2 in that game. But we get the win nonetheless. I don't care how it happens as long as we get the win. And I had my numbers too. So if I get my numbers and we still get the wins, it doesn't matter. Game number 2, still at home in the Bronx. 563 is what we're averaging here. I have a sneaky suspicion that since we're in like, what, 2042 or something like that, I have a sneaky suspicion that there are no actual real-life Major League Baseball players still around. There might be some. Maybe there's a slim chance that there's some like 18-year-olds from real life that are still kicking around here, maybe in free agency or something, but I highly doubt it. There could be. You never know. You never know. Some people like to play baseball, so you never really know. We're down 3-2, though. Got to take this time to hit another home run. Okay, missed that one. A little early. Little early. I'll get it. Don't worry. Lock in right here. Focus up, champ. There it is. That's not a home run, but it's a nice little base knock. Gonna move him to third. Yes, it is. Doubles and dingers, baby. Although, is he out? No, he's safe. Okay, that was a little closer than I wanted it to be. Doubles and dingers. Nice little hit. 3-3. Bottom 5. What do we got? We got runner on first. Lock in. Lock the F in. Another home run. 2-run shot to right center field. Making it 5-3. Last time we had a 5-run lead, or five runs in the game, I should say. We had to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. And now the Braves have come back. Oh, the Braves are fighting. They won't go away. It's 7-5 Braves. That's going to drop off the wall. I was really hoping that would just be a nice little home run, but it's not. It's a double. Oh, give me one more opportunity with a couple guys on base. And they don't. It's over. Braves take game 2. I hate the Braves. They're so good. Even with no real people from real-life Braves team, the Braves teams, they still get the job done. They're like the Kansas City Chiefs of Major League Baseball. All right, so we go to Atlanta for the next 3 games, and it's tied at 1. Let's not lose anymore. It's as simple as that. We're almost hitting 600, though. We are carrying this baseball team. Look at the rest of these averages. 320, 316. There's a couple guys over 300, but we are carrying this baseball team on our backs. We are going to have to rest up in the offseason from all this weight on our backs right now. We're going to have to do some heavy Pilates to get our back realigned. Caesar Nova is a crazy name, by the way. That's a legendary name. That's a Hall of Fame name right there. Caesar Nova, or it could even be Cesar, depending on where he's from. That's quite the name. I like that name. I wish I was born with that name, but I'm not. I'm born with the name Juice. And it is gone. Home run, 2-run shot. It feels like they just give me 2-run home runs. I like it. Every time I'm up to bat, there's always a guy. There's, again, another guy on first base. It's usually one runner on. I guess I'm just in that prime position hitting the 3-hole where either the first guy off, the leadoff hitter, or the number 2 guy always gets on base. And then I just pad his stats by padding my own. 4-0 Yankee lead. Now it's 6-0. I didn't even add that. Somebody else did my work for me. Thank you very much. This guy's short. Dan Nicholas. He looks like an Oompa Loompa out there on the mound, but we crushed that baseball. That could be over the wall. And by over the wall, I mean over the stands into the outside little concession area. That ball is crushed. It is 7-0. in the top of the 7th. That ball's crushed. Another home run. And we are moving to 2-1 in the series. It's 9-0. I think every home run that I had a runner on. This time I don't, so I guess that'll change if I hit a home run here. And of course I do. Did you expect me not to? Another home run. Left field. My favorite spot. 10-1, Yankees lead and Yankees win. There it is. We get back in the win column. Big W, much needed. Take our lead back. 2-1 series lead. And a home run in every single at-bat. Beautiful. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss to that game. That pretty much secures World Series MVP. Even if we lose at this point, I would assume we'd get World Series MVP. But look at these averages that I'm playing with here. We got a guy hitting 4th who's hitting under 100. Like, what kind of team do the Yankees have? How did we win 90 games? How is it possible that we've won 90 games this year? We have guys hitting like that in the postseason. That's kind of crazy. As long as I'm hitting, the machine will work. That's basically the laws of physics. I'm so good that I've rewritten the laws of physics. They now are the juice laws of physics. It's 4-0, top of the 3rd. Miguel Diaz doesn't know what hit him. He's going to get shelled. There it is. Another one. Another one. Another one. 5-0. Let's shut him out. It's 8-0. Runners on first and second. Top of the 4th. Little Dan Nicholas, the Oompa Loompa, is back out on the mound. And he's just feeding me meaty balls. But that one goes unfortunately foul. We are the MLB career leader in runs. We're the career leader in basically everything because we are goated on the sticks. That's a foul ball. Okay, I'm getting a little excited here. I'm swinging a little bit too early. Got to get my timing back. Got to get that timing back. And then we can smoke baseballs. Just like that. It's not a home run, but it will score an RBI. He's going to not go to third. He probably should have. Yeah, he probably would have been safe. Questionable decision by the third base coach, not sending him. But it's 10-3, and the salami? Oh, they're giving me a chance for the salami. The salami's on the table. Oh, I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it here. I want to beat myself with a whisk. Oh, that's unfortunate. We missed the grand salami, but it's still 10-3. It's not like that would have done much. There's no way the Braves can come back and win this one. Top of the 8th. There's the hammer. He got the hammer put on him. 11-3. Yankees lead. And we're going to go up 3-1 in the series. One final game. I kind of want the Braves to win Game 5 so that we can go back home to New York and win the World Series in front of our home crowd, because that would just be even more awesome. But at the end of the day, we'll probably just beat them out in Truist Park in Atlanta and get the job done regardless. Because then when we come home, we'll get the hero's welcome. 645. Although we got a center fielder who's hitting 500, so he's really stepped up. That's nice. Now the guys are starting to hit. I guess when I'm hitting, everybody's hitting. So it's nice to see. Let's see how high we can get this average up, though. We're at 645. We got potential for this could be the last game, or maybe if the Braves win, it could be one more, because that would be the first game back in New York. But I don't really want the Braves to get any taste of victory, because then they might think, oh, we got a chance. If we go back to New York, we could win this. And I don't really want them to have that sense of hope. So let's just squander their hope right here. End their lives, break their hearts, and do everything. Kill their dreams. Top of the 5th, 2-0. The Yankee team is not really doing much around me this time. Not like they usually do. That one is over the wall. That's 3 straight home runs for the Juice. I'm really stepping up here in the Game 5 of the World Series because they need me. They're not doing anything else to help me. 3-1, top of the 7th, runner on first. Derek George is on the mound for the Braves, and he's going to give me a meatball. Thank you very much. That's 4. I'm doing everything myself this game. They're not helping me. Good thing I'm too good to need help. I don't need help ever, but they're not helping me. 7-1, top of the 9th. This could be my last swing in a Yankee uniform. Let's make it a good one. All right, just a single. That's fine. Whatever. We're going to win the World Series regardless. So we did it. We accomplished one of our huge goals, which was to play for the Yankees and eventually win them a World Series. And we did just that. Look at the boys. World Series champions. And we did it as a Yankee. That's pretty cool. That is pretty darn cool. We're the greatest catcher of all time. We're the greatest hitter of all time. We're the greatest baseball player of all time. We're the greatest sports person of all time. Regardless of sport, gender, nationality, religion, we're the greatest of all time in any category you ever can think of. And we've done it again. Another World Series to add to the trophy case. At this point, I don't even know how many we have. I know that we have 6 with the Guardians. We won every single year with the Guardians. I think we won 3 with Texas. So that would make us have 9. And then we obviously didn't win any with the Blue Jays in the 2 years we were there. And we obviously just won this one with the Yankees. So that would give us 10 World Series championships. It's unfortunate that we didn't win World Series MVP every single year because that would just be an easy way to tell. But now, if we go to World Series MVPs, we have 3 of them. Playoff MVPs, we now have a bunch of them. So we have more playoff MVPs than I thought. That's my bad. I just wish it would tell me how many... Why give me all these awards and not give me actual World Series? Like, I feel like that should be one of the awards they give me. But, whatever. So if we go to our MLB stats... We have the one in Yankee uniform. We didn't win any in Toronto. I think we won 3. We might have won 4. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's either 3 or 4 with Texas. And then obviously we won all 6 with the with the Guardians. So we have either 10 or 11 World Series championships. Obviously the greatest of all time. Let's begin the offseason and choose our new team. View retired players. We're getting to the point where created players are retiring. That's how far into the league we are. Corbin Carroll, real-life guy, makes the Hall of Fame. Good for him. Good for him. All right, what kind of contracts are we going to get? Because we got the 1-year deal. Do you wish to accept the qualifying offer? Decline. We will be a free agent. We will be a free agent. Who's going to offer me a contract? Is nobody going to offer me a contract? Okay, here, I was getting a little worried. Here we go. Astros, Phillies, Cardinals. I hate the Cardinals, so they're out. Astros and Phillies. Astros could be fun. Phillies are interesting. Let's go a little bit further. More offers. Phillies withdrew their offer. The Royals and Nationals are now in. I don't really want to go to the Royals because they're really bad. The Astros are intriguing. I don't really want to stay in the American League, though. I've been in the American League for the entire time. Kind of want to shake things up. But are the Nationals the team that I go for? Maybe we get any more offers. The Padres and the Mets. We could go across to Queens from the Bronx. That could be pretty fun. Although I'd be a super villain if I went to the Mets after just winning a World Series with the Yankees. That could be a good storyline, though. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we become the ultimate villain. It's the whole, you either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. That could be pretty fun. Maybe we sign the 1-year deal with the Yankees. We bring them a World Series, and then that very same offseason, we sign a 1-year deal with the Mets and try to bring them a World Series. I like that. I've convinced myself that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna offer or ask for a clean $40 million. Might as well. Look at these numbers, by the way. We have a career 311 average. That's what I'm going to do. 1-year deal with the Mets. The Mets have capped their offer at 2 years for $79.8, but they're willing to offer you a player option. Would like to sign? Yeah, I'll take the player option so we can get out of it after 1 year. We are now a New York Met instead of a New York Yankee. And you know what? I think I'm going to keep the mustache. I kind of like it. Maybe we adjust it a little bit. Maybe we adjust the mustache slightly. Maybe we go a little bit more, not so much stubble, but maybe we go with like a little bit of a medium length beard. But I kind of like the mustache. I'm kind of rocking with it. So we're going to stick with that. And we are now a New York Met instead of a New York Yankee. Okay. We will see how we look in a Yankee or in a Met uniform after just winning a World Series with the Yankees. This is kind of crazy. And we're wearing number 44? They don't have 24? Oh, that's unbelievable. Can I change that? How do I change that? Can I change my number? Preferred number 24. They don't have number 40, number 24. We're rocking number 44? That's disrespectful. Well, this says we're rocking number 27. I don't know which number we have. Who knows what number we have? And now it says 27. So I don't know what number we have, but apparently we don't have number 24 available. Who's wearing number 24? Who's better than me? There's nobody in baseball better than me, so certainly nobody on this Mets team that deserves number 24. I'm scrolling. I'm still scrolling. There's two people wearing number 25. Well, one's in single A, so that makes sense. Where is number 24 at? Who's got it? Here it is. Oh, you're giving number 24 to a single A guy? There's got to be another, hold on. Major League roster. There's got to be another guy on the Major League roster that's got number 24. There's no way that number 24 is being held by a single A guy. He is. Oh my God. They've given number 24 to a single A guy, and I can't wear it. That's absolutely diabolical. I can't believe I'm leaving. Trade me. Trade me. I cannot believe they've just given number 24 to a single A guy when they've got the greatest of all time on their team. That is absolutely diabolical. But you know what? We're only here for a year. We just got to get rid of it. It's kind of like that Jordan year when he was wearing number 45. That's basically what you can think of it. But let's go debut for the Mets and then end this episode. Okay, we look good in the Mets pinstripes. That's for sure, although we look pretty good in the Yankee pinstripes too. With the amount of, or I should say the lack of fans in the stands, it feels like a pandemic year. There's barely anybody in this ballpark. But the Mets had a big winning record last year. They had like 80 wins or something. I can't believe not only are we wearing number 27 and not number 24 because they gave it to a single A guy and not the greatest of all time, but we have turned into a villain. Our villain arc is here. We've gone from the Yankees to the Mets, which is just sacrilege to even do. If you're a big diehard New York baseball fan, you either love the Yankees or you love the Mets and you hate the other. And so, for us, as good as we are, especially with the fact that we're going to be seeing that a lot. Especially with the fact that we won the World Series with the New York Yankees. And the Yankees thought, oh, he'll sign that player option. He'll want to ride the high and go back and go win another championship. And then we signed with the Mets. We declined the player option and signed with the Mets. Absolute insanity. I can't believe we did it. We lose our first game in a Mets uniform, but hey, we're not here for wins. We're here for padding our stats even more. So I think what we'll do is we'll play this debut series against the Cardinals here in New York. And then we will end the episode here because we've signed our new team. And then we'll keep going next episode, hopefully in the postseason with the Mets. Hopefully win a World Series with them. Add another one to our resume. And then sign with another team. Because we'll decline our player option. Good thing they added that player option. I'm a 17-time home run champion. And I'm pretty sure I've been in the league 17 years. It adds up. The math is certainly mathin'. I'm still bothered by that number 27. I can't believe they did that to me. The audacity. The absolute audacity to give the number 24 to a guy that's not even professional just yet. He's in single A. He's probably even in low single A. He's not even in high A ball. He's playing with plumbers. Unbelievable. They gave it to him and not the greatest to ever step onto a baseball field. Insanity. But there's nothing I can do. All I can do is go out here and swing the baseball bat and hit meaty balls for home runs. That's all I can do. That's all they pay me to do. We get the win back, so we're not going to get swept by the Cardinals to start our career here in New York for the Mets. I wonder when we're going to retire. That's a big question. Like, we're 17, 18 years into this career. We're into our 30s, mid-30s, probably even almost late 30s at this point. We're getting up there in age. So I wonder when the clock strikes 0, or I guess midnight. The clock doesn't really strike 0. When the clock strikes midnight on our career. We're certainly a Hall of Famer. Absolutely. We talked about that before. But I wonder if there's any... I've never finished a career in Major League... in MLB The Show. In Road to the Show. I've never finished it. So I wonder... is there any, like, celebration? Is there any, like, post-career interview? Or, like, cutscene or something? I know in 2K you get, like, a Hall of Fame speech or something. Or at least you used to. I don't know if that's still a thing nowadays. I've never finished one in 2K. But I've seen some people that have done it. I have no idea in MLB The Show. I have absolutely no idea what happens. There could be literally nothing except for that little screen that pops up and says Hall of Fame inductees. That's probably all that happens if I had to guess. But I'm curious. We're going to go until this player retires, until Juice retires. So however many teams we end up on is how many teams. How many World Series we do. How much money we make. It's all up in the air. That's another big home run. Another big home run for the Juice. Make it 11-3. Cardinals don't stand a chance. I was just getting warmed up in that first game. Just getting a little warmed up. You caught me off guard. I wasn't ready. Now I'm heating up. Now I'm ready. And now I'm angry. Now I'm angry. And I've got a lot of experience hitting baseballs in this ballpark from that Legends series a couple of years ago on MLB The Show, whatever it was, 23, I think it was. That's another victory for the Mets. Is that the series over for the Cardinals game? No, we got one more, at least. All right, one more. I can do one more against the Cardinals. I hate them, so let's do this. Let's do this. 1,274 career home runs is the most in MLB history. Yeah, that's a kind of an understatement, I would have to say. That number will never be touched in a millennia. That'll never be touched by multiple different people. You could have like 16 baseball players' careers, their whole entire career, and that number will probably never be touched. And I've done it in a single career because I'm the greatest of all time. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. Oh, that ball smashed. I'm going to smash him. That ball should have been second level, but I think it hit off of the scoreboard thing on the corner the second deck, like the front panel part, and it didn't allow it to go into the second deck. But we are hitting 800 now with 10 home runs. So we're setting ourselves up for another MVP season. I know, shocker, right? We're going to get another MVP. We've got a ton of them. At this point, I just kind of like hand them out to homeless people. We have that many. We don't need them anymore. We don't need any more home runs. You kidding me? Or any more MVP trophies? I give them away to Make-A-Wish kids at this point. Oh, that's a meteor into left field. Absolute rocket. And that's a double. Doubles and dingers, baby. Doubles and dingers. And another victory. That should be the end of the series against the Mets. And that is our debut for the enemy. We just got done playing for the Yankees. We win a World Series for them, and then we hop the boat. Well, probably don't need a boat to go from the Bronx to Queens, but you get the point that I'm making. We go across the border to the Queens area, and we play for the New York Mets, and we win, hopefully, a World Series with them. But I guess we'll find out. I don't know how good this team is going to end up being. They won, I think, 80 games, it said. 80-something, maybe 87 games. I can't remember exactly how many they won last year, but they should be pretty good. And now with me on the team, they're obviously going to be a lot better. So that is going to end the episode here. We won a World Series with the Yankees, and then we jump ship to New York, but the other New York, the Mets. We become the enemy. We become public enemy number one, the villain of New York. And we will see what happens in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.